You've seen them, right? That flash of blue in your backyard, that loud, familiar squawk. But what do you really know about the blue jay? Well, today we're going way beyond the basics to uncover the secrets of this brilliant, bold, and honestly, surprisingly complex bird. And diva is absolutely the perfect word for them. They're demanding, they're dramatic, and they are just full of surprises. I guarantee by the end of this, you'll look at them in a whole new light. So let's get into it.
Okay, first up, let's talk about that famous blue color. I mean, it's what defines them, isn't it? Well, what if I told you the whole thing is a beautiful, elaborate illusion?
Yeah, you heard me right. We see this vibrant, unmistakable blue, but the wild reality is their feathers have absolutely no blue pigment in them at all. It is a complete and total trick of the light. So how on earth does that work? It's this incredible phenomenon called structural coloration. Basically, their feathers have these microscopic air pockets that scatter light waves, and the only color that gets bounced back to our eyes is blue. If you were to take one of those feathers and crush it, the structure would be gone, the illusion would vanish, and it would just look like a dull, grayish brown. Nature's a magician, for sure. And their appearance tells you even more than you think. You know that crest on their head? Think of it like a feathered mood ring. If it's raised high, that bird is excited, maybe a little agitated, or feeling dominant. But if it's lowered and flat, they're calm and relaxed. It's pretty much the closest thing a bird has to a facial expression. But their cleverness goes so much deeper than just their looks. These birds aren't just pretty faces. They are cunning, feathered geniuses. Seriously. For starters, they are incredible mimics. Their vocal range goes way, way beyond their own calls. They can imitate other birds and, as you're about to see, a whole lot more. They're also master planners. Their ability to think ahead, especially when it comes to stashing away food for later, is truly astonishing. And with all that intelligence comes a real sense of responsibility. They are basically the self-appointed guardians of the backyard. They act as sentinels, warning everyone, and I mean everyone, when danger is nearby. Okay, so this mimicry thing, it gets wild. They can perfectly imitate a hawk's cry, often to scare other birds away from a feeder so they can have it all to themselves. That dog barking down the street, it could be a jay. That car alarm that keeps going off, also possibly a jay. They are true vocal acrobats. And what about those planning skills? This is my favorite description. They're like squirrels with PhDs in memory. And there's a reason for that. A single blue jay can hide thousands of acorns and remember where it stashed them months later. Their spatial memory is just completely off the charts. So we know they're smart, but what about their social lives? Well, this is where it gets really entertaining. It is a world filled with cooperation, competition, and just a ton of drama. They have this real dual nature. On one hand, they're total socialites. They hang out in flocks and work together to mob predators like hawks or owls. But on the other hand, they are absolute drama queens, constantly squabbling over food and relentlessly chasing squirrels away from bird feeders. It's a full-on backyard soap opera. And if you're wondering where all this cleverness and noise comes from, it really helps to know their family. Blue jays are corvids. That means they're related to some of the smartest birds on the planet, like crows and ravens. That family connection explains so much: their intelligence, their complex social lives, and, of course, their tendency to be very, very loud. But it is not all about brains and drama. Not at all. Blue jays are also incredible athletes with a diet that might just surprise you. Their agility is just on another level. I mean, they can climb up tree trunks, hang completely upside down from feeders, toss a nut in the air to get a better grip on it, and make these insane hairpin turns in mid-flight. It's like they invented avian parkour. So what's fueling all these acrobatics? Well, they are definitely not picky eaters. Sure, acorns and nuts are their favorite. That's about half their diet. But they also eat tons of insects, fruits, and seeds. And, well, they are opportunistic survivors. And that sometimes means raiding other birds' nests for eggs or nestlings. That 5% can be a little controversial. All right, finally, let's zoom out and look at the blue jay's place in the wider world, both as this mysterious traveler and as a really powerful cultural symbol. When it comes to migration, blue jays just don't play by the rules.
Some populations will stay put all year round, while others head south for the winter. But here's the thing, their patterns are incredibly unpredictable from one year to the next. It's a fascinating puzzle that scientists are still trying to piece together.
You know, with such a complex character, it is no surprise that the blue jay is a huge symbol in human culture. They represent intelligence and courage, but also a healthy dose of mischief and curiosity. In some Native American folklore, they're even seen as important messengers and protectors.
So the next time you hear that famous squawk, what is it really? Is it a warning to the other animals? Is it a performance showing off its vocal skills? Or is it just a bit of feathered gossip? The secret life of the blue jay is the perfect reminder that in nature there is always, always more than meets the eye.